Hi everyone, my name is Keegan Evans.
And I'm Colin Evans.
And we are the Evans Brothers, and we are going to be doing some movie reviews from here on forward. This is our first review. We hope you enjoy. Doctor Strange opened this week starring Benedict Cumberbatch, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Rachel McAdams, and Tilda Swinton. And we're going to talk about it. So I guess we'll just get right into it. Colin, let's talk about what we liked about the movie first. I'm gonna hand it over to you.
Yeah, first thing that comes off my mind. We saw it just last night. It was really funny. Really, probably one of the funniest Marvel movies I've seen. All of them, of course, have a lot of humor in it, keeps them light. But this one had me laughing out loud multiple times throughout the movie, and I was really surprised by that.
I was surprised by that too. There were some rewrites on this movie that caused some concern for certain people. But I think it was for the better. They said that they had to add a little bit of Marvel levity to it. And you can definitely see it in this final cut. That our audience especially was really reacting well. Almost to the point where you thought they hadn't seen any of the trailers.
Yeah.
Because there were certain points in the trailer that made me laugh.
Yep.
But the audience just went crazy for him, especially the Wi-Fi joke.
Yeah.
Not to get into that's a spoiler or anything, but
you've seen it in the trailer.
Yeah. So I agree. I think the humor was a really big positive. Do you have any other positives that?
Just overall, I really enjoyed the movie. I think Marvel is doing a great thing. They've had another hit. I saw early numbers that projected 85 million for the weekend, which is a really solid November opening for a movie. So I think it's great, and it was really entertaining, really well done. Visual effects, phenomenal.
Yeah, I agree as well. Let's talk about Benedict Cumberbatch and how he fits into this. Now, there were a lot of people rumored for Doctor Strange, and now everyone's saying they couldn't picture anyone else besides Benedict Cumberbatch. I've got to say, I really liked him. He was completely unlikable at the beginning of this movie.
An absolute jerk.
Yes, and then it just turns you around with him, and he's got a little bit of Ant-Man-isms, with his sarcasm, but he really turned you around into liking him quite a bit by the end of the movie, and you're really rooting for him. So I've got to say, Benedict Cumberbatch was fantastic. Tilda Swinton was a standout for me.
Yeah.
I don't know, what were your thoughts there?
I loved seeing her as a hero. She plays a phenomenal villain, or even kind of like anti-hero in Constantine. She's kind of an anti-hero character in that. But a lot of times plays like a real bad villain and does great with it. Chronicles of Narnia.
Oh my gosh,
she plays the witch and is phenomenal in that role. So it was really nice to see her use a different set of skills to bring this character to life, and it was great.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Chiwetel Ejiofor, we're not going to go into spoiler territory in our review, but he was awesome. His character progression was very cool. Some things that you may not see coming. He was really great. A lot of really good performances, solid performances.
Benedict Wong, another character in it, was phenomenal. Brought a lot of levity to it at the right times, and was great. Was really good.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about maybe some negatives, some things we maybe didn't like, or things we could have seen changing a little bit. Do you have anything in mind?
Yeah, and I think we'll both agree on this. The music could have been better. It was different for a Marvel movie. And I think it needed to be different because this is a whole different territory with Marvel magic and the mystic arts. But it just didn't quite do it for me.
I've got to agree. It was Michael Giacchino, and I am expecting a lot from him. He just had a fantastic score with Jurassic World. He really did a great job of taking what Jurassic Park already had and building upon it. And this one I didn't remember anything coming out of it. No theme that popped into my head. And that's a little disappointing with Marvel movies because, Civil War, Henry Jackman with that, I had everything stuck in my head from that movie.
Yeah.
So a big difference there, I've got to agree. Another negative is, I guess, I just wanted more of him learning.
Yeah.
Not to get into it too much, but when he's learning the mystic arts, I wanted more there. It seemed like he learned very quickly, and it feels like they had to cut down a bit. It's the shortest Marvel movie.
Yeah, it came in under 2 hours, and as most Marvel movies are about 2 hours 15, 2 hours 20 minutes. So I feel like they could have added a good even 5 minutes more of the montage of him, gaining his skills and learning the trade. And they really cut that down.
I think they had some room to put that in there. But we're nitpicking a little bit here. One other item I guess I would say in my negatives is there were a couple sequences with the CGI. I mean, this movie is extremely CGI heavy. There are a couple moments that gets into Uncanny Valley with humans' movement. And you can understand because pretty much the entire shot it has to be CGI. There's no way of doing this practically.
Yeah.
So a couple moments, it brought me out a little bit, but I was still in it. I mean, the visuals in this movie are absolutely insane.
They're
just nuts.
They've done things. They took the amazing parts of like Inception and even the end of Interstellar and just expanded them and made huge moments out of the movie with those small moments in other movies. And it was incredible. And just sitting through the credits alone, you see how many digital artists worked on this movie. It's awesome.
Yeah, kudos to all the digital artists. I mean, it's incredible. I'm glad your names are there for your credit because it was insane to see how many people, it takes an army to build these effects, and you all deserve the credit so much. So I guess let's give our final thoughts and maybe a score out of 10. And then we'll call it a day on Doctor Strange. What do you think? Final thoughts?
Sounds good. Really entertaining. If you love the Marvel movies, go see it. You're gonna love it. I don't know if you're a fan of Doctor Strange comics, how it will line up.
Right.
I've never read them, but I'll be interested to see if you have. You leave some comments on how it kind of lines up with the comic book stories. Let us know. But really entertaining, solid Marvel movie. Can't wait for the next one. And I'd say a solid 7 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I think I'm right in the same area. Very good. It's not on the high end of the Marvel films. It's not up there with Civil War and Winter Soldier. But it's not down there with Iron Man 2. So it's somewhere in the middle for me. So I really enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend it. I'd say for me it's a 7.5, I think, out of 10. But definitely a recommendation to see in theaters, maybe even in IMAX. I might have enjoyed it more if I saw it in IMAX.
This would be incredible in IMAX. So if you can take advantage of that, definitely give it a shot.
Well, there you have it, guys. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and we will see you soon in our next review.